I'm going to kill Liam.
What did he do now?
Leading the brakes and during flight. He knows that puts a strain on the orbis. Sometimes I think I should be the main pilot of this place.
Okay, so next destination with you lot. I don't know. Random point in space and time. I love our random encounters.
You did it again.
I did what?
You've left the brakes on. You're determined to break this machine.
My mistake, okay? I'm not the perfect traveller, but I am a traveller that can offer all sorts of enjoyment. Let's go on a random trip in time and space, unless anyone has any suggestions.
I have no complaints over a random journey in time and space. All I am asking is to come back in one piece.
That can be arranged.
That did not sound right. This has nothing to do with your clumsy brake issue, right?
First, no it doesn't, so you can't say anything, Jade. Secondly, the orbis has felt more unstable than ever landing here. No scanning readings. The engines seem fine. I'm going to take it for a little test drive, see if it's just some kind of bug the old girl picked up. What's going on? Come on. Oh, no, don't do this again!
You didn't take off. Just to warn you.
I know. The orbis is dead.
What? How can it be dead?
What did I tell you?
It's not the brakes, Jade. I can fix it, but it's gonna have to require something. Maybe there's something on this planet that can help.
Liam, we have company.
You four, you're under arrest.
What for? I didn't even do anything wrong!
You are invading the property of Queen Solari. You strangers shall be punished for your crimes.
Any plans, Liam?
Well, I am out of ideas. Liam Catterson, Juliet Raw, Kimberly Fleming, and Martin Arkless in The Catterson Chronicles. Series 2, Episode 6, Amulet of Time. Written by Liam Catterson.
So, what did we do to make this queen want us arrested?
Trespassing. Hey! It's not our fault! Your planet seems to be a hotspot!
Silence, prisoner. Your kind are not to make a word.
That's a little speciesist, isn't it?
Your kind is in the kind who enjoys criminal behaviour.
Sorry, but it's not like this was a choice. This is a time to enjoy ourselves. We want to explore the universe and its beauty.
There is nothing to enjoy on this planet. You work, get incarcerated, or die. Welcome to our circle of life.
Under happier circumstances, I'd break out in song. Just let us go, we mean no harm.
Throw them in.
What kind of planet is this?
A strict one, I imagine. Work imprisonment or die. Who runs this kind of system?
This queen with a problem, it seems. Someone with no regard for her guests. Surely she can't govern the entire planet like this.
I've seen worse planets out there. Even ours.
Silly question, but why can't you just unlock the door? Should be easy enough for you to get out.
That would make us troublemakers with a reason. Whatever shoddy jurisdiction this queen has is no laughing matter. It's a case of trying to get out of here without angering her.
Judging by her punishment, that's easier said than done.
Let me guess, you're the Queen of Evil. You're doing quite the job to make a few enemies in a short amount of time.
No, I am not the Queen, unfortunately. If I were, Oronus would be under better authority in my journey.
Ah, Uranus. Heaven in Greek. And such a shame because this planet used to be met with only praise. The shining planet of the Echo constellation, only watched over by the honest.
You sound like quite the traveller. It's quite charming. I am Princess Athos, the niece of our Queen, next in line to the throne.
Shouldn't that be the Queen's children?
She could never have children of her own. She grew jealous of my mother and father for having me, so she had them executed and tried to raise me to be her perfect child.
Sounds like you don't want anything to do with her. Can I ask why she's such an aggressive ruler?
It's just her way of life. She has felt all previous rulers were weak, especially in the days of the Universal War. Kings and queens dying all the time, as if it were a sport by these machines. It's what I was taught by my mother. The horrors of Oranos.
We're sorry. We tried to stop them.
Wait. Are you... You can't be. I heard you all died.
Rumours of our demise were greatly exaggerated. Only us who was alive, and a brother who was insane. Maybe that's why the Queen has anger for us. The typical Ocello is responsible for this gimmick when they know nothing.
Could be. Doubt it. Judging from the princess's comments, she had her parents executed in jealousy. Nowhere close to vengeance.
I shouldn't be here. If Aunt found out about my interactions with prisoners, she'd have my hands lashed.
You couldn't use some of your family ties to let us out, could you? We just landed here for a random visit. Besides, we have to roam this planet for something to power up my time machine. It's dead for now.
Did you say time machine? Then you need the Amulet of Time. There are many stories surrounding its origins, but it can be used for many purposes. One of them being that it can power up dead vessels. I am assuming you are still travelling in the Orbis ships.
Couldn't travel in anything less. How am I supposed to acquire this amulet?
That is where the bad news comes in. The Queen wears it all the time, and as you've noticed, she is not the reluctant type. She has no idea about the power inside, however. My mother used to tell stories involving the amulet. I am guessing it is all down to her safety. If she knew, I think she'd overestimate the power of the amulet.
Athos, what are you doing in my dungeons?
Aunt, oh my, I am sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
You know fine well you're not permitted to tend my prisoners. You will be punished for this. Just because you're next in line doesn't give you the right to defy me.
Yes, Mom. Sorry, it won't happen again.
I know it won't. Because the next time, I will have you scrubbing the floors. Be grateful you are related to me. Otherwise, your head would be torn off right now. Leave. So, which one of you is the ringleader?
Ah, that would be me.
Don't. Something may happen to you.
Oh, don't worry, Sarah. I've seen Jade in a bad mood. That's a fate worse than this.
Watch your tongue.
Don't worry. Your leader won't be harmed for now. But as for the rest of you, shift them all to the slave camp. They are going to help my project.
I think you're a bit behind with the times, personally.
Slavery? I don't think so.
Is that so? Well, I guess if you don't want to work under my empire, you're better off executed.
That's enough! We didn't come here for you to torture us.
You will see this is far from torture, but the dawning of a new age. Now, all three of you, get to work and follow General Thrall to the slave camp.
That is nice and all, but I was thinking more... Escape!
Mitch!
Stop it!
You know what they say. Catch me if you can.
Mitch! Someone had to make a run for it. I'm sure he'll keep himself safe, but how is beyond me?
Liam, are you sure he's going to be okay? He isn't exactly armed, and there are many guards chasing him.
He'll be fine.
Wait a minute. Did you say Liam?
What's it to you if I did?
The infamous Liam Catterson from Orthella, the warrior of the Universal War. An even better excuse to have you brought to me.
Well, I would have named myself Oliver Queen, but I guess there's no hiding from you now. Thanks, Sarah.
Silent. I have you where I want you. And don't you think about running too. Guards, guarantee these 2 females don't make a run for it. General, have a search party out for the escaped male and have him brought to me so I can execute him.
That won't be required!
He is a wanted man after defying my commands. I will not have prisoners assigned to a task disobey my ruling. You obey or face death.
Jeez, we did nothing wrong! We came here in the wrong time period and you just arrested us for landing on this planet. And you suddenly are calling the shots over our lives? What is with your corrupt power?
This is not corrupt power. This is authority of the highest order. An age where the people of Oranos will no longer be conquered or face extermination. Only those who refuse to accept this new paradise.
Okay, Hitler, we get you. Just what is putting me and Jade as slaves going to do?
You will find out when the time comes, little girl. Take them away.
Liam!
Sarah! Jade! I will get you out of this!
Do it as soon as you can, please!
Now let's move, warrior.
So, because I am Liam Kedison means this is Christmas Day for you. What importance am I? I am just a person wanting to escape his own past.
Aside from your infamous actions during the war, you're said to be a man of great intelligence, a man who resolves solutions for the good of your own cause. And that is why I need you.
Oh, you don't need me at all.
That is where you are wrong. If you follow me.
Find him! He shall be executed before the Queen! Find him and capture him!
The risk was worth taking, I suppose. Probably should have rushed to the Orbis, but I assumed more guards would be further up, blocking my escape. Gotta find something to defend myself with. I'm not taking any chances. Retreat now! I'm ready to attack. I have a device that can bring you down.
That's no way to speak to a princess.
Oh, it's you. You're the kind one.
What are you doing roaming about? They're going to kill you.
That's their plan. I was against slavery and I ran. No offence, but your aunt is a real bitch.
I don't blame you, but I can't hide you forever. My aunt will be wondering where you are, and then wondering where I am at. I want to help you, but I don't know how.
I do. There is a ship outside this place. I'll be able to stay inside. They won't be able to access this ship, no matter how many people they bring. Safest place in the universe. Then, it's a matter of getting my friends out the fortress. And I'm sorry, Princess, but it may be hostile.
You can't. Some innocent people who were just brainwashed to survive under the Queen's ruling, so that they would not have to face the grueling punishment of slavery. You would see that if you attacked them and they were dying. Some will show fear knowing their fate, but never wanting any harm in the first place.
Princess, with all due respect, it is a duty in order to save my friends. Unless your aunt gives Liam the amulet, which is not going to happen anytime soon, I may have to take them out. I can try and persuade them, but I doubt that option will work. Princess, please help me.
You will work and produce resources for our Queen's device. I want no hesitation.
Device? What is he talking about?
What about escape? You didn't struggle with being forced to come here. That says you have something up your sleeve.
Well, we can't do what Mitch did if that's what you're wondering. Actually, I have an idea. And it may be a tad risky.
Didn't think you'd be willing to get through this.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. Just spill the beans.
Right. Well, we'll have to find out what's her plan. I got chills when she said our work will be discovered when the time comes. What does that mean? What would we be contributing to? From then, we can stop her and escape.
Don't want to alarm you, but this place is pretty much protected. Escape is going to be a bit impossible, so I hope you have a miracle cooked up.
It's up to us if Liam's held prisoner. Besides, we've got to restore order with all these people in this planet if Liam can't. As for Mitch, That's a problem in itself, but we'll sort it out.
Did you ladies talk about escaping?
It's none of your business. We're not dragging more victims along with us.
All I'm saying is that your plans to escape are worthless, because there is no escape. People have tried, and all of them have shared one fate: execution.
They haven't angered me enough to say what I'm like.
You won't escape. I can't even face the idea.
I hear talking. Get back to work.
What's your name? I'll make sure my friend frees you.
I'm called Angelo. I like your optimism, but it's pointless.
Look, we don't want this lecture. There will be a way, and I will find that way, along with my human friend. Sorry, Angelo. Last thing we want is to drag people into possible casualties.
Move! This is your new place from now on, warrior.
Stop calling me that! I'm not even a warrior anymore!
You will be named how I know you best. I am your ruler now. You have no authority to resist my demands.
Look, I didn't ask for this, and I don't wish to intrude. Can't you see it was a simple holiday plan?
I don't care what your plans were. Nobody trespasses on my planet. But be thankful who you are. No prisoner gets indulgences like this.
Yeah, being a slave to you is quite indulging. What am I doing for you exactly? You've been tight-lipped about why I'm getting the special treatment.
This.
Oh no.
You, Liam Catterson, will assist me in taking over the Echo Constellation by helping advance my weapon. And there is nothing you can do about it.
A super weapon capable of brainwashing the locals, powerful enough to leave them all vulnerable to your invasions as you conquer every planet. But why this constellation? Why aren't you opting for the cliched "I will rule the universe" shtick? Surely there's greater value by taking over the universe rather than a constellation.
I will admit that it's tempting, but it isn't an interest for me, despite your views against me. Maybe when I take over the Echo Constellation, we'll imagine the idea of universal dominance. But it's not my ideal goal.
Well, that's new. So, you want this weapon built so people can obey your will? Like a control mechanism you apply on your targets?
A pulse wave that will engulf the planets of Echo, all under my dominance. They will hail the name Zenari, not as their queen, but as goddess.
Okay. I will do so.
Just like that?
You know where this is going. On one condition. The amulet will be mine.
This amulet? Why should an amulet of such prestige be handed over to you?
It interests me. I've heard stories of the Amulet of Time, I believe it's called, and I find some value in possessing the amulet you're clutching onto right now. I can see it means a lot to you, but do you know what means a lot to me? The liberty of innocence. So, if I am sacrificing something I cherish, so should you. A win-win, right?
Isn't that turning on your beliefs?
Aren't you the clever one? Sometimes these things have to happen.
Right, I am not that thick. What is your game? Why give you the amulet? What is your plan over the Amulet of Time?
I never said I planned to do anything with the amulet, did I? I just wanted it. Heck, could be a new fashion sense for me. Is that a problem?
It is. Even if I didn't have any suspicion over you, do you think I would just hand over an amulet like this?
A win-win, remember? This is not something I have pleasure in doing. I think your acts are disgusting. But I am not able to escape this, am I? You have guards on both sides of your luxurious doors with their fancy swords, and even if I got past them, it would be a chase around this palace. Congratulations. You have me as a prisoner. So, what else am I supposed to do?
You're up to something. Nobody like you can be so reluctant. Drop the plans now. I can torture you if you keep hiding information from me.
Why torture me if I know nothing? You're just causing more harm than good. Not that anything has ever been good in your case.
Why else was that little brat in the chambers earlier? She knows something about what the amulet can do. She will have some petty sympathy for you like she does to everyone else. But nobody has been as interested in my amulet than you. So what is your game?
Nothing!
I am not dealing with these games. Guards, take him to the torture room.
Oh, come on!
I have given you the chance to come clean without punishment. But your kind were never honest or civil, so I am going to do myself the pleasure of torturing the man who butchered billions. You want it for a reason. I will know that reason.
What are you doing?
It's nothing serious, just an injection that will knock you out. Saves the struggle. Sleep tight.
Stop! I'm...
Again, thank you. As long as you keep me hiding, I shouldn't have any issues.
Don't worry about it. I know from our brief encounter you mean no harm. Unfortunately, the Queen does not see it that way.
You can say that again. Doesn't help she got salty over who we are.
Your kind has a universal reputation of being corrupt, evil, but I am not one to judge from the wall. Even if you have to go to war against this place to get out of this place.
Sorry it has come down to this, but her actions are unjust, and we cannot have him locked up. And I doubt there is any other way of laying blame him free. Especially with how vulnerable he is, and how she has this place locked down.
I don't know how long you're going to be able to keep this up. There's so many guards in this place.
I know. We'll find a way. Oh goodness, someone is coming.
If they know where you are, they'll kill you without hesitation.
A bit of a preposterous idea, but your skirt. I need to hide under it.
What?
If I crouch still enough, it will act as the perfect disguise.
Oh, fine. Hurry.
Princess, it isn't safe for you to be wandering these halls, especially with a dangerous prisoner on the loose.
A dangerous prisoner? Oh, I never heard of anything.
Yeah, it was recent. We advise you to wait in the chambers until the Queen calls for your return and until this threat has been dealt with.
Actually, this is safe enough for me.
But Princess, you have...
You do know this is my place of sanctuary, a place where I can gather my thoughts and feel at ease.
In a hallway?
Strange, I gather, but it's the quietest area of this place, and you're intruding.
Okay. We'll let you be at peace, but you really should...
If this prisoner comes for me, I'll be sure to take care of him myself. I don't need protecting, thank you.
Understood. Come on, let's check the upstairs.
My knees. Not as strong as they used to be. Hope you didn't mind.
Not at all. Between you and me, I do have more faith in you than I do in my queen.
I can understand. Being the murderer to your parents is not an easy thing to forgive. Plus, her attitude is just poison. Rather, everything about her is poison. What good is there in her?
Shall we continue?
No. Unfortunately, them hunting for me has kind of thrown a spanner in the works in trying to get back to my ship. The way we came is now in their path.
This way. I know a corridor that is never used and can help us. It leads to the surface. Opening the door may be tricky, since I have never used it since I was a kid. The Queen used to not allow me out as the sun began to set.
You keep surprising me. Let's take that path. I just hope Liam's okay.
Is he unable to move? Excellent. Are you awake, warrior?
Wait, what the hell is going on? Did you have to remove my shirt?
Let's start with a little test. Did you end the Universal War by wiping out Risers and Orsellians?
What are you talking about? Of course I did. Are you trying to break me?
No. It's a lie detector test. I am just testing out the system to tell if your answers connect. seems to work well. Now let's begin. Why are you so interested in my amulet?
Here's a better question. Why are you so paranoid over the amulet? I offered a win-win scenario for you forcing me into a situation I disapprove of. For this to work with me, you also have to sacrifice something.
Why should someone of higher power sacrifice anything to a spineless coward like you?
What have you done for this universe to ensure its security? You're restricting it, if anything, with this weapon you want me to enhance.
I am not the one killing my own kind, am I? So, make with the answers.
You've got the answers. I'm losing something valuable, so should you.
Do you want the amulet for a reason greater than just exchange?
No.
So, there is a reason why you want it.
Fine. You've demonstrated your torture device is effective, and the truth is out there. Yes, I want it more than an exchange, but it's none of your concern.
What is your interest in my amulet?
Money!
Liam. What is the point of lying to me? I wonder how much power it will take for you to regenerate. Are you willing to risk it?
Fine. If you want the truth, I knew about it. About the amulet. Its capabilities. My ship is dead, and that is why I need the amulet. It has power that will bring my ship back to life and send me back on my way. Once you've established your dominance, we will leave you alone.
He's telling the truth, though. And you spoke about the power of this amulet. Could it be... What was it you said about your needing the power?
To charge up my ship.
The same can happen to the weapon. I knew there was some reason I always wore this amulet.
Wait. You don't get it.
How did you know about the capabilities of this amulet? You said that you only came here for a vacation, which is a cute comment to begin with. Anyone I find taking any kind of a holiday will be hung, no exceptions. But here you are, begging to get my amulet.
No. I can't.
Really? I can do this all night long if you're feeling brave, warrior. I will ask again. Who told you about the amulet?
I'm not telling.
Any news on the escaped male?
No, General. We've looked everywhere. Must be a fast guy to escape us.
We'll send out drones in the wilderness. I will see you in the morning.
Good night, General. Locking camp restroom.
I have to look after Liam's neural unit. He does like to lose it often. Follow me.
Maybe not the wisest idea I've ever had.
Sarah will be fine. Scoot will be light and we'll get through this.
I'm not talking about that. I didn't want to cause a commotion in front of the workers or anyone else. I wanted to confront to you about where we were alone. No drama, just us two.
Sarah?
Tell me, who are you working under, secretly? Don't shy away from what I am talking about either. I heard you the other week.
What is your delusional mind telling you now?
Liam doesn't know. What is that supposed to mean? He has no idea. I heard you.
You're rude for intruding on my business.
No! I'm not having Liam attacked by a spy like you.
If you must know, Liam doesn't know the truth about me. That I'm not a survivor of the war. Truth is, I came from the middle of the war. I ran, Sarah. I ran as far as I could because something happened to Liam that hurt me. Even though I knew what would transpire. Not just for the war, but for him. I couldn't stick around knowing what happened from my point.
So you're not conspiring against Liam?
Liam is someone I care for so much. But it would hurt me to keep fighting knowing Liam was in a coma. There was an attack during the war that left Liam in a coma.
Cardiac arrest is in B-Fam. Clear!
I'm not sure how long. I couldn't bear it and I went to a time of comfort, that being the current timeline. That is why Liam can't know where I really come from. I'd store my thoughts to remember the times I'm with Liam.
Did you eventually survive the war? I mean, your future?
I don't know. But I will go back. One time.
Jade, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
Well, since you know, I'll let you know more about it one time in the future. Right now, we're concerned about the now.
Right. Where are we going? This isn't exactly different from Mitch's idea.
Mitch has made a run for it. We're heading to Terminal to discover what the Queen is up to, since we can't rely on Liam.
But our chances of getting spotted isn't exactly as less to that of Mitch's.
He is unarmed. You aren't. Here.
Jade, I am not a killer.
You shot Jack. You killed humans. You have to do what's right here. We're probably at our most vulnerable. You can't shy away from danger.
Fine, just don't expect me to be as brutal as you are.
Scanner was right. This is the closest hub. Not the main one, but it will still contain the same information as the Queen's plans, as all the other hubs will around this place. Don't move though. Cameras and traps are hindering us. Throw this. It will scan electrical devices, and it can cause specific devices to black out. There, all obstructions out the way. Let's head to the terminal. I can also disable the chips embedded in the necks of the slaves.
I guess it is just in case anyone tries to escape. The General can execute them on the spot.
You're right. Oh no.
What is it?
That is why she wants Liam. She's building a weapon. This is a progress report. That is why we're slaves. To build resources for her weapon. This weapon will eliminate worlds to obey her command, so she can surely conquer the universe. And everyone's being forced to work towards this project.
And what is Liam's role in this?
She knows he's logical enough to help her launch the weapon. He has no choice.
So how can this be stopped? We are the only ones who seem to have the power to do something.
You're right, and it won't be long before the Queen's doing something abnormal with the system. Because I'm going to override the chips, so they have no control over the slaves. And once I do so, you're going to be the voice of the voiceless. Influence them to rage against the machine. A rebellion against the Queen. They will kill or injure the guards. And we'll have an army to dismantle the Queen and her plans.
Not sure I approve of leaving an army to kill guards, but I guess it is kill or be killed. I will get to it. You do your thing.
You're going to need the other unit too. You know how to operate it, right? Good. Let's shut this party down.
People, this is important. I know you have all woken up, but I need everyone's attention. We're rebelling.
What?
What? I told you, escape is impossible.
No, it isn't. You were all implanted with a chip, right? That has been disabled. Do you know why you were forced to become slaves?
Wasn't it to help our queen in terms of living?
Yes, but for her living. She is planning on taking over the universe, and we have been helping her unknowingly to make her quest into reality. I'm here to tell you we're going to stop her. I know there is confusion right now, but we will be fighting our way to the Queen, and there may be a few deaths, but you could become legends of this planet, to end terror across this planet and potentially the entire universe. Nobody can execute you effortlessly from now on. They are going to have to fight us to execute us. So, are you going to be heroes for future generations of this planet, or do you wish to let the universe suffer? I know what I want. Who is with me?
These halls look familiar. We are close to my ship.
Is there some other way we can rescue them without violence?
Unfortunately not. Otherwise I would land the Orbis to a point where they'd materialise within the ship. Oh great. Princess, this way! Oh bother.
We're trapped.
Halt! Don't move! Princess, we're here for you.
You can step away and head back nice and easy.
You will be brought to the Queen for defying orders and kidnapping the princess.
Princess, I'm sorry.
For what?
Not a chance! You will let me go, or you're going to explain to your queen why we have one less princess.
Sir, release the princess!
Not a chance! Oh, for goodness sake. Fine, you have me.
The Queen will be wanting you in her presence. Princess, you better follow me too. Move!
You nearly killed me. Were you really considering breaking my neck?
Of course not. It was an effort to try and make them release us. Sorry, it never worked out.
The Queen is not going to be happy with me. I dread to think of her reaction.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be pleased.
Get up. Get up now. The time has come for Virgo Constellation to become mine.
I told you. You...
Shut him up! I am not stupid. I know they are just words that want you to live in hope, stopping me from taking an open opportunity. I can't afford to listen to you when the chance is finally in the palm of my hands. Nobody will be able to stop me. Nobody!
Your Majesty, we have captured the runaway male. He was threatening to snap the neck of the princess to make matters worse.
I don't care about her health anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Is it true about the amulet that it contains so much power inside it?
Did you tell her?
Sorry. It may have been a coward's option, but she can't use it. I'm giving her a warning about what may happen if she uses it.
Screw the warning. You both kept this importance away from me, so you would try and deny me my plans.
No. I told you what would happen if you used it.
Like I said, why should I believe you?
As poisonous as you are, I am not going to let anyone die. Place that into the machine and you will perish. The power of the amulet won't be compatible to that of your machine. It will fry you.
If you weren't a coward, I might have been inclined to believe you. My slaves ask for a break so they can run off and hide from me. You ask for the amulet for the very same reason, since your stupid ship is broken.
How does being a coward give you the right to keep the amulet? Any kind person like Apis would see there is a reason to hand an amulet that you could replace for a better design instead of treating that helpless person like a prisoner.
Please, your pathetic words have no meaning. Why should I help you? You're a monster. I'd be a disgraceful traitor to what I believe in. You're not going to do anything but be witness to my new empire. General. What is going on?
Queen, it's the slaves. They have rebelled and took the liberty of taking weapons for themselves. They have killed several of our guards.
What? Are you all incompetent?
With all due respect, their numbers overpower us. We tried executing them, but it seems like they have had their chips overridden.
Oh, how right you are. Queen, step away from the machine and we'll stand down.
I should have known you and your friend would be a problem.
I tend to have that effect. We know what you're doing. We know why you had these people work for their lives, and we know that you're not going to succeed.
You're Jade, right? I heard about you. You have such a courageous spirit that tries to add fear into the lives of her victims. Unfortunately, the only thing that will be feared will be the victims of this machine.
Really? I heard Frau was the best general that you've ever employed for your service. It would be a shame if it was another member of those beheaded, wouldn't it?
Jade!
The problem you face is that threats don't influence my decisions. Cut him piece by piece if you must, but you'll be surprised over how different my views will be.
Jade! Let him go!
He is criminal too. You offered justice. What he has done is opposite to civility.
His life is not yours to decide.
And what? You get to make the call?
Save your childish arguments for when the event is in progress. You can then argue who is to blame for allowing from achieving her dreams.
You're not gonna do anything. Listen, I'm trying to get to you, to make you see good. It isn't a weakness. It's more power than what you're offering right now. And if you use that, you're going to perish. I'm trying to bring some compassion to you. And yes, you've tortured me, belittled me, tried every callous move in the book. But I want you to open your eyes, than be blinded by inanity. Please.
No. You can be compassionate all day long, Orselian. The time is past. The fact will always remain that it would be ridiculous to listen to someone of your credentials. If anyone has the audacity to approach me as I take my rightful place as ruler of this constellation, I will shoot. Here I stand, Queen of the Echo Constellation, the dawning of the Age of Resiliency.
I'll kill him!
Liam, you can't let it just do this.
You know what? I've done my best to influence you that placing the amulet in the machine was a bad decision. That your actions can be performed better than it is right now, and you could be a greater person. But you are going to keep going like this with no stoppage, so go ahead. Place the amulet in the machine. I don't want anyone to stop her. Sarah, Jade, Mitch, don't do anything.
What? You just suggested her not to...
She's going to rule the entire constellation, Liam. You can't be serious.
Oh, I am. Enlighten us, your majesty.
You always have something planned. So what? Spill the beans.
No, you don't get it. Do your worst. Look, I will even leave the room for you to be convinced that I have nothing. So go ahead. Do it. Heck, Jade, why don't you release General Thrall so he can stop me so the Queen could get convinced even further?
You've made your case. You don't need to continue. I will prove you wrong, Liam Catterson. I will show you the might of my reign, and you will accept me as your new ruler. Ha ha! Time to assert my dominance over the constellation. Oh, yes. I feel it now. Oh, no!
She's been vaporized. Did you lead her to death?
I know. You have a right to have me executed. Scold me for what I did. But can I explain myself, because I don't usually want this action achieved. I had no choice in this matter.
You don't need to go into detail. You did the only thing that was going to prevent her from spreading tyranny across the Echo region. I can't say it was the method that should have been executed, or if her demise was necessary, but she was going to use the amulet and do the damage herself.
Jade, you have my neural unit, right?
Yes, why?
Turn it off. We can't remove the amulet otherwise. We need to shut off the power, especially before it becomes critical and blows up this place.
Done.
Everything should be good now.
With the Queen no longer with us, what is to be of this planet now? Are you going to take over?
I suppose I have no other choice. This planet needs to be back the way it was, before the dark times.
And you fit the bill perfectly as the right person to restore order on Oranus.
One more thing. What happens to this moron?
Moron? How dare you?
You were following orders from Zenari. And you willingly executed, tortured, and manipulated innocents.
You're not the king of me. You don't call the shots.
No, but I do. Mitch, hand me the crown.
With pleasure. I'm not sure how to proclaim you queen.
No need. I'll do the honours. As of this day, from now until the end of my time, I hold in my hands the power of this planet, and it shall be my responsibility to govern the lives of this planet. I hereby take and accept my place in history, my place as queen, and As my first act, I shall leave the punishment of thrall to you, Liam. By default, he shall be stripped from his rank as general. The rest is up to you.
Oh. Well, I have an idea. You like the idea to torture innocents, don't you? You like the idea to kill innocents, don't you? But you're not going to suffer the same torment you caused to your victims. You are exiled from this constellation for the rest of time.
But I have family. You can't do this.
Our new queen gave me orders. Say your farewells, pack your belongings, and never come back. And if I hear reports of your return to the Echo constellation, you won't like your fate. Get out!
I hope you suffer a pain that devastates you to oblivion. And you too, Your Majesty.
I was so close to beating the crap out of them too.
I want to say thank you for trying to sort this situation out the best way possible. I know it wasn't the outcome that was best, but you did your best. To repay you for being possibly the greatest set of people to step foot on this planet, I believe you should own this.
The amulet?
Correct. You need it more than me. I know your efforts to save the universe and be the hero is not a rarity for you and your friends, and you need it more than me. And after the power is harnessed, you can keep it. A thank you gift for being the greater good for this planet.
Your gratitude is something that will make this planet shine once again, and hopefully this planet won't suffer another tyrant like your aunt ever again. I'm sorry for your loss, but we did warn her.
It may be for the better. I am not cold-hearted, but this place will no longer feel dictated or suffer in her power. But in the end, she was the one who decided to end her reign, not us.
I am sure you'll make a fine queen. Good luck.
Thank you, Sarah. And one final note, but legend has it, the amulet will send you to a place you need to be the most. I pray that place brings nothing but hope.
Well, that is intriguing. We best let you build your new empire. Who knows? I may possibly return to see how wonderful Uranus becomes. Take care.
I hope the same for all of you.
Here we go. Let's get you back to your feet.
That's more like it. We got what we wanted to continue our travels and help the planet become more civilized once more.
I know I was not really comfortable with a rebellion like that. It's just a natural feeling for me.
No worries, Sarah. You did what was necessary. But we should get moving. I've been itching to do this for a while. It's good to have you back.
You do know it won't respond to you, right?
You never know. Let's go! And here we... Oh, hell no.
Liam, what's the matter?
No, this can't be right.
How come this place still exists today? Liam, you don't think...
I know what you're thinking. I hope not.
Can everyone stop with the coded messages? What is the problem, Liam?
A place of hell. A remnant of the universal war. This is outer heaven. In Amulet of Time, Liam Catterson was played by Liam Catterson. Sarah Penelope was played by Juliet Raw. Jade Caraxes was played by Kimberly Fleming. Mitch Aaron was played by Martin Arkles. Queen Zanari was played by Janice Goodery. Princess Apis was played by Jessica Cherry. General Thrall was played by Chris Whiteford. Angelo was played by Adbir Padbury. This story was written by Liam Catterson. Coming up in part 1 of the Series 2 finale, This is not even possible.
This place is dangerous as it comes.
We can't risk exposure to anything, not in this place.
They're going to share the same pain you will feel.
Is that Red Wolf?
Get the hell out of Outer Heaven.
Look out!
There's many of them. I hear something approaching.
Should have been dead.
He's offered me a place in salvation.
Just he and no names?
He always likes to work behind the shadows.
Don't you dare lay a finger on them!
I'm not accepting any casualties.
Stop this right now!
I will finally be responsible for bringing you down.